Welcome back, Wolfpack. It is Vlad coming at you here on the 5th of December 2021 in the early morning. It's 12:46 a.m. for me. I am Vlad coming at you from the Saitama Wolfpack over here on YouTube. Essentially, this would be moi. Let's get this out the way. Mute that. Pause it. Expand. Okay. I am not your financial advisor. I'm just sharing my opinions, perceptions, ambitions, and intentions of possible things to come. This video is just an update from me. Okay? Not paid by anybody in any of these projects. I'm just an investor like yourself. I did my first YouTube video back on the 20th of September, actually. It was over Saitama because I got into Saitama back in August and, man, just really liked what I saw. Started just telling everybody about it. Have added lots of friends and family and stuff like that into the Wolfpack. And yeah, I got sick of doing that like over and over and over and over again. I mean, I had like go to people's houses and help them get into Saitama. And so I was like, you know what? I can do a YouTube video and people can just go watch it. And so that was how this channel started. So a little bit about me, I guess. If you want a little bit more, I've had a lot of new people join in lately, so I'll tell you guys this. If you have been watching me for a while, this will be, I guess, a repeat. But I joined the Navy after I graduated high school, was a nuclear electronics technician, part of reactor controls division. So on a submarine, I'm sure it's probably the same on a carrier, but submarines and carriers are the only vessels in the Navy with nuclear reactors. So I had a choice, either go to a submarine where there's 135 people or go to a carrier with like over 5,000. I was like, yeah, I'll go with the sub. I'm not much of a big crowd type of person, and so I was like, yeah, that's a little bit more my style. And it ended up being great, I've still got several of those guys I talk to on a regular basis. We're still, brothers essentially. But yeah, I mean, joined the Navy after high school, was on the USS Bremerton SSN 698. It's a Los Angeles class, or should I say was a Los Angeles class fast attack submarine. Keel was laid in 1978, I believe, before I was born. Commissioned 1981, before I was born. And I was on it for over a year, something, I can't remember, before basically my knee. I'd had knee issues before I even went to my submarine, but yeah, I'm service-connected disabled now, let's just put it that way. So I'm no longer in the Navy. I've got a degree from the University of North Texas. Now did it in business and marketing, I guess you could say, was my major. And so I've owned my own marketing company for about 5-6 years now, and I just kind of, I'm in the people business. I talk to people. I connect people with other people. That's kind of what I do every day, all day, on the phone, all day, every day. Doing videos like this all day, every day, on Twitter, all day, every day. Like, my work days are sometimes insane because if I spend a couple hours on the phone with folks and then I have to do videos and have to do Twitter spaces and everything else, I mean, I'll literally work 24 hours straight. I mean, I'm not talking like, 24 hours broken up. No, I mean, it's literally like I don't sleep for more than 24 hours. Like the other night, I think it was 33 hours by the time I finally called it quits, and it was like 7:30 in the morning when I went to bed. So it was like weird. But I'm just, I'm kind of used to it. That's how I've operated for a long time on a submarine. We don't really operate on like a 24-hour day. We operate on, 18-hour days. We have 3 watch sections. And so like at least a third of the submarine is always asleep at some point in time, and then so it your schedule, you get used to having to flip around a lot. I've just been used to it for a long time. So but I will get you guys content as often as I possibly can. It might be 12:50 in the morning. It might be 7 a.m. in the morning. It might be 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll want to subscribe to my channel because that way you'll get the notification whenever I do put a new video out. Chances are there might be some of them that were while you were asleep. So now that I've got that out of the way, if you have not already, you can like this video and subscribe to my channel. And like I said, we'll hop right into this. I got lots of links here. Anything I essentially show you in the video that I think was worthy of showing to you, I will show that to you. So if you look here, I've got lots of different videos, lots of different stuff. I was in Vegas. For those of you that don't know what we did on the 13th of November, there was a big celebration in Las Vegas, essentially to celebrate that Saitama had been complete and handed over to CertiK, and now essentially we're just waiting for CertiK to finish their audit and tell us, A-OK, your security on this thing is golden, no security risks. Thus far, everything they've said has been great, and things are looking really well for the Saitama app, what is called Saitama. Okay, and I've seen several scams out there, guys, so I want you guys to be 100% like clear right now. I'm telling you, do not go to the Google Play Store or the Apple Play Store or whatever, not the Apple Play, but the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, and download Saitama. Okay, when the time is right, I promise you, the entire wolf pack, we will all know. Okay, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to be the first one to get Saitama on Google Play. If you do that, you're going to be like some of these other folks that have no money now because they connected theirs to a scam. Please don't do that. All right? People get emotional whenever there's money involved, and you have got to learn to separate yourself from this investment. If you can do that, your life will be so much better. I can come to you every day like this and just, chill. I don't stress about my investments. I don't even look at the charts. I don't look at anything. I don't look at my wallet to see, oh, where's the price of my money gone? I'm still up, even whenever it dips down at its lowest here lately. I'm still up like 75 times my initial investment into Saitama. So I'm sorry if you came into this game here recently within the last month or two, and I guess it'll be the last month, but if you've come in the last several weeks and you've seen Saitama just go bang, don't worry. Look at where it was. Go back to November the 12th and look at the market cap, where we hit that day. I can tell you where it was. Over 17 billion in the market cap. Look at where it's at today. It's like, I don't even know. I haven't. So I can't tell you, but I can tell you where it was at when I was in Las Vegas. 17 billion plus dollars. And so I know eventually it's going back to that market cap and then way beyond that. So why are we worried? Why are we even talking about it is my point. I'm only covering it right now in this video because I know that there are people who are going to be looking to me for answers, and so I want to make sure that I can kind of like express to you my level of just zen in this moment. It's fine. There's nothing wrong. Everything will be okay. I'm speaking to you now in this chill AF voice so that you can understand. Saitama is not like any other project you've ever seen, and it will create generational wealth and change your life. But not if you sell your bag because you have paper hands. Okay? Alright, moving right into it. I am Vlad over here on Twitter. We were already here, but at Vlad_the_Chad is my at there if you have not already found me. Let's just go into it. Let's look for Saitama. Oh, I don't even have to search for the dude. It just pulls him right up, except for my keyboard's lagging and I got it in the wrong order. Saitama girl, what have you tweeted? In the last 4 hours, he retweeted breaking news that Bitmart exchange was hacked. So yeah, that's kind of the big news today in this video was, if you've not already heard, the Bitmart exchange was hacked. Okay, still getting the news and all the fresh details, I guess you could say, about all that. So stay tuned, get that out to you as I know more. I don't like to sit here and say anything for sure unless I have been able to verify it and other people have been able to kind of verify it, and we all know, hey, this is for sure thing. That way we don't tell you the wrong information, right? Hey, fam, looks like there was a hack on one of our exchanges, or one of the exchanges. Yeah. Yep. I haven't retweeted that one. I missed that one somehow. But I got that. Oh yeah, this was huge here. I've seen parts of this. I hadn't seen this particular post. I missed this one. Just a lot going on. Going back to Cali. Yeah. Cali's a lot of fun. I lived in San Diego for a little while. My submarine was stationed there at Point Loma before we moved to Pearl Harbor for a dry dock refuel, actually. Yeah, like nuclear submarines, you don't have to refuel those things very often. Like my submarine commissioned in 1981, it didn't have to go in for its first refuel until 2004. Yeah, do the math on that. 23 years without having to fuel up. Pretty good gas mileage, huh? Went around the globe several times on that one reactor core. And that's why nuclear power is, by and large, the most efficient power production that we have. And there's just a mass misconception behind it. It can be done safely. Even storing the spent materials afterwards. You can literally swim inside of radioactive containment pools where they keep the containment rods and the spent fuel cells and stuff like that down in the pools below. Water attenuates radiation. It's called a 10th thickness. You only need 24 inches of it, or 2 feet of it, to attenuate radiation down to a tenth of what it was. So if it was going 100 miles an hour and it passed through 24 inches of water, it would slow it down to 10 miles an hour. Then another 4 inches of water from 10 miles an hour would go down to 1. And then another 2 feet from 1 mile an hour, and so on and so forth. For every 2 feet of water, that's how much it attenuates. Not that hard. And water is like the least. Water and poly plastic, are the least effective. When you get down to like lead, it's only 2 inches of lead, 4 inches of steel. There's different materials. And so like whenever you look at a reactor vessel on a submarine, on an aircraft carrier, wherever, the reactor vessels are made out of different materials to attenuate the radiation. That way nothing is escaping it. But you'll have steel, water, poly, different types of materials to attenuate that radiation. It's pretty safe. You can essentially, I've been inside the reactor room, where they house the reactor on the submarine. It's hot as hell in there. You don't want to stay in there very long, and you can't, essentially, because there is still, you're surrounded by radioactive materials and stuff that's inside of all this piping and tubing and stuff like that. So you can't really be in there very long. They limit you on how long you can go in there. And I really only just got to like poke my head in there for a minute and kind of stay in there for maybe 30 seconds one time. But yeah, it's not a place that you want to just like go in and, hey guys, let's go have a poker game in the reactor room, But let's move on. Who else we got in the news? I think we already covered this news. Let's look for who else? Elon Mansour. He puts out some good information usually, pretty often as well. What has he been saying? I already put this up on my Twitter, so if you've been following me on my Twitter, you've probably already seen that. Essentially, yeah, this is tied along to that Bitmart exchange, so you can go over and check that tweet out. They've locked withdrawing and everything, just to make sure that everything is safe. So, but yeah, definitely make sure that you come over to Twitter, you follow these guys, you find out what's going on. Here in just, not very long, less than a day now, hours away, we are looking at this fight about to go down between Tank and Pitbull, right? It's going to be huge. This fight is a lot bigger than some people expect. Gervonta Davis here, he's wearing a Saitama hat. People are like, oh, they're just, talking. They're saying they're tied to it. How can you be sure? Well, here you go. Here's the guy himself wearing a Saitama hat. So there's your proof, okay? But yeah, Davis versus Cruz is not just this small event. This is Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather. You can go back and watch my previous videos where I was like, oh, I'm not saying he's officially tied to Saitama, but I think given off of what we can see in the rest of the list of people, that he will be. And I called it, right? Did I not? Go back and watch my previous videos. I'm not like sitting here tooting my own horn or anything, but I saw this coming. I'm not the only one. A lot of people saw this coming. We knew that there was going to be something with Floyd Mayweather. And here it is. You guys want proof of what Saitama is doing, and you just say, oh, they're just some other project talk. They're not actually doing anything. You haven't seen anything yet from what they're talking about. Yes, we have. This isn't the first time. You can go back and look at the Blazefire games too. Let's go back here. It should be right here. Blazefire. This is Blazefire Games. This is PR log, press release, distribution. Blazefire Games and Basketball Greats launches groundbreaking OGs of the Hardwood Esports League. This is by Blazefire Games, and this was on November the 8th. This was before Saitama. Blazefire Games, OGs of the Hardwood, has announced a partnership to create new and refreshing metaverse, academic, and career pathway opportunities in the gaming and esports industry. As part of the multi-year partnership agreement, Blazefire Games will create and launch the OGs of the Hardwood Community Competition Esports League nationally under the national campaign. Quote, when the past meets the future, end quote. So essentially, what we're looking at, though, what's really important about this is right down here at the bottom of this article. For example, Saitama LLC, cryptocurrency, company. I need to get rid of that highlight. I can't read it that way. For example, Saitama LLC cryptocurrency company, as part of this partnership, will be launching OGs of the Hardwood limited edition NFTs. An NFT is a non-fungible token, means it's one of a kind. And hardened data beginning November 15th, 2021 will officially open the official OGs of Hardwood trademark online purchase merchandise store. So both of these companies have multi-year signed partnership brand agreements with Blazefire Games. Right there. Both of these companies, Hardened Data and Saitama LLC Cryptocurrency, have multi-year signed partnership brand agreements with Blazefire Games. Where do we see that first? If we go back to Russell Saitama, the guru over here, and you look at his posts from, like, man, I wish I could go back here an easy way. I don't know how to do it. I have it tweeted or pinned, on some of my videos, but I don't know which one, and I'd hate to just sit here and try and find it. If we can find it quickly, because it was back in September, but it just depends on how fast this is going to load. We'll try and find it real quick, but I'll show you when this started, when this whole, they leaked the news that this was gonna happen in September, and we saw it happen eventually in November. So September to November, it took a while for it to happen, but they leaked that news, so we knew it was coming, guys. Like, I knew it was coming. Everybody knew that it was coming if you looked for the signs. Okay. Let me go back here. He had it pinned on his profile for a while. I know what date it was from, like September 4th. It says Mother of All Bomb, Blazefire Game multi-year deal. That's what we're looking for here. I'm sorry it's taken so long, but there's a lot of tweets that have happened since September freaking 4th. And he doesn't have that pinned to his profile like he did at one point. So we're getting there. Getting close. Look, there we go. There's what it be. We're getting there. September 26th. September 19th. Oh, there's more of them. You guys ought to go back and look at some of that early stuff in September. It's huge. You want to look at some, like, news on Saitama, it's here on his Twitter. September the 4th. We're getting there. Come on. Get there. Where are you? 5th. September 4th. Here we go. This is it. Mother of all bomb time. First, Saitama has joined forces with Blazefire Games. We will be sponsoring esports events across the U.S., collaborating crypto education along with the HBCU, and creating NFT playing cards for the NBA. There will even be more Monday. Okay? Yes, I will be name dropping soon, right? And he did. You can go back and look at that, guys. But like I said, this Blazefire Games, that announcement came out from him on September the 4th. And it wasn't until November the 8th. More than 2 months had passed by the time we actually saw it come to fruition. So please stop pestering the dev team. Win this, win that. They are doing everything they possibly can in the best interest of you and me and everyone that is part of the Saitama Wolfpack. I promise you. Please chill out. Get ready for this fight that's about to happen. Be excited, right? Like, support your community, bring the positive energy, and leave all that negative crap at the door. Put your own differences aside. If you don't want to do that, then, I bet life for you is just this really crappy place. It's been great, hanging out lately on Twitter and just enjoying some of the conversations I've had with folks in these Twitter spaces and making these videos for you, getting content to everybody, making sure that everybody understands Saitama's not going anywhere. It's only getting better and better every week. They give us just more and more great things, more partnerships, more deals, and it just makes the future of this project that much brighter. It's gotten to where I don't look at my wallets. I don't look at the charts. I know where I'll be a year from today. That's what I care about. Long-term investment for me. Saitama was never about how much money can I make in a month? How much money can I make in a day? How much money can I make this week in Saitama? No, it was like, how much money can I buy before the price runs out and I can't buy billions anymore for, $100, $200, $300. Try and go buy a billion Shiba Inu right now. Because, mark my words, this is December 5th, 2021, Vlad, 1:07 a.m. You can quote me, take it to the bank. 6 months from today, whenever we're looking at, May of 2022, I bet you nobody's going to be saying the stuff they're saying today about Saitama. Everybody is going to shut up real soon. As soon as that certic audit comes through, SATA is available, the world's going to see Saitama wasn't just talk. They were setting things up. They were warning you of what was coming. They were giving you hope and expectations. If you're a holder, if you're a potential, would-be holder, like they're showing you this is going to change the way crypto is done. And so if you don't see that potential, I advise you right now, do your own research. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just letting you in on some of the projects that I see potential in. Saitama being numero uno in my book here lately. They're doing things that nobody else has done. I mean, they're an LLC for starters. Not very many cryptocurrencies are an LLC. And the ones that are LLCs, they're pretty much all tied to Saitama, like Wafer, Impact XP. I think they might be as well. Don't quote me on that one. But several of the projects that are coming over to Saita are LLCs. People doing things right. Business folks, not just kids coming in here to steal people's money. Okay? There's too many rugs in this space. And I can tell you right now, there's a very large collective effort to end it all. Saitama being one of them. Rick and Morty Doxed being another, with Zion and everything. So there are a lot of projects in the works that are to help you, to help me, to protect us as investors, to protect new investors, because that's the target. Most of these scams, they use FOMO, they use copyright material to generate hype, and people are like, oh, I'm going to miss out, and then that's how they get their money taken. They don't know what red flags to look for, okay? And so that's why they, by and large, are so successful, is that they get new investors, okay? So, I don't really have a whole lot else for you at the moment. I will probably make another video here shortly. I might do a video over like Impact XP again, and a video over Wafercoin, essentially, just to give you guys an update on those projects maybe. But yeah, I will get this out to you all, and I hope that you are enjoying your weekend. I mean, for some of you, it's just now getting to be the early morning of Sunday, the 5th, versus for others, it's already been the 5th for a while now. So I don't have anything else. If you have questions for me, make sure that you let me know down below. And like I said, if you have not already, please do like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will get you information just as often as I possibly can. All right, Wolfpack.